Welcome to week one of First and 10 for the next 11 Fridays. We've got your highlights and scores from the high school football gridiron. And we're going to start in Republic with our game of the week. The Tigers hosting the Nixa Eagles in a huge early season Central Ozarks Conference battle. And that's where we find First and 10's Chris Pinson. Chris?
Hey, Dan, yeah, look, between the picture-perfect weather all day long and, of course, tonight's big billing as the game of the week, maybe game of the year in the Ozarks, well, it lived up to the billing, except the outcome was still one-sided. As expected, the Tiger faithful were rowdy and ready to watch Republic rumble at home against the behemoth of Nixa, led by the nation's #1 ranked player, Jackson Canwell, playing his final season before heading off to Miami. Republic opened with possession, and after converting a 4th and 1 just across midfield, Preston McCracken ripped off his 26-yard run, putting the Tigers deep in the Eagles' red zone. Second and goal from the Nixa 5. Owen Clare crashing across the goal line for the game's first score. That would help the Tigers set the tone. And that would carry over to the Republic's first defensive drive. Ethan Monroe coming off the edge, dropping Jaden McCaster in the backfield, really firing up the team. However, after a costly penalty gave Nixa a first down, McCaster, the senior transfer from DeSmet, booked a reservation in the end zone 39 yards out. That tied the game with 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Ensuing Tigers drive, they go for it on 4th and 5. McCracken threw it and it gets intercepted by Jaden Russell. That gave the Eagles a short field and momentum. And on the very first play, McCaster will get his number called again, and for a second straight time, he's off to the races. It's a 44-yard touchdown, 14 unanswered points, made it 14-6 Eagles, just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. And then, after changing sides, Nixa would force a turnover on downs and kept the pedal down. They scored a 3rd consecutive touchdown, this time by the way of Adam McKnight's legs. That built a 21-6 advantage as we ended going into the first half. So, Dan, the final here, it was 21-6 at half, 49-21. That's right. The Eagles' offensive might once again takes over in the second half, just like it did in last year's meeting when they won 49-14. Tonight, they gave up 7 more points than last year. But either way, this Eagles team is going to be rocking and rolling once again, probably undefeated through the COC. As for Republic, well, they've got work to do, but this will be the best team they face all season long. So I have no doubt they will regroup and be just fine. Reporting live out here at Republic High School, Chris Pinson, First and 10.